Hi, I'm James. I haven't started drinking yet, but I would like to give you a double shot of some Saturday night hopium to lift your spirits about the Los Angeles Rams, because there might actually be an upset in the making against the Seahawks. There might be. Clear? Hi, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with a preview of Rams football, the 3-8 defending champs versus 6-5 Seattle. Now, if you enjoy talking Rams football, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk about the Rams here. I want you guys to know up front that I am aware that Matthew Stafford will not be starting this game. We covered that in the morning report earlier today. In addition to that, I am aware that he's gone on IR. We'll talk about that more in tomorrow's morning report. That does not have a lot to do with my thought process. I'm also keenly aware of the injury reports regarding Aaron Donald, A'Shawn Robinson, 12 different offensive line combinations throughout the course of the year. I totally get it. I haven't even picked the Rams to win a game in 3 or 4 weeks, but we'll get to where I'm picking in a moment. I'm also not going to argue that this is the start of a great rally so that the team can run it back. The Rams have lost 5 in a row. They went from a disconcerting 3-3 to their damn near flatline current record. But have they flatlined? I think you could actually argue that they haven't. The Chiefs, yeah, they had an easy victory, but I watched the game, and I honestly believed that the Rams were buying into what Sean McVay was selling. Why? Because you know they are playing for jobs. When you get drafted, Rams obviously they trade away a lot of their first and second round picks. When you get drafted in the 4th, 5th, 6th round, you're not expected to get a lot of playing time. You're not expected to have a lengthy career. Your best bet is probably the moment the final whistle on the season begins, you're trying to call the rock to get a tryout with the XFL. That's what happens when you have a draft pick that late, but not with the Rams. That message, by the way, got through with the players last weekend. Over in Kansas City, McVay in this pregame speech to the guys was like, hey, what did you want to be when you were a kid? They all said professional football player. Well, McVay said, you are a professional football player. So take the pressure off, just go out there and play hard and do what we ask you to do. And that's pretty much what the Rams did, because the Chiefs game wasn't decided until midway through the 4th quarter. They gave a Super Bowl favorite a run for their money until midway through the 4th quarter. Kansas City was supposed to blow them out. So why should you have cautious optimism about Seattle? Well, the Seahawks have lost 2 in a row for one. I mean, last week at home to the Raiders was their second one, and the Raiders have struggled every bit as much as the Rams. It's fair to ask the question, Seattle was a surprise team at the start of the year. Did they peak too early? If they did, they're vulnerable. This is a game where the Seahawks have to face a gut check. They were in first place in the NFC West. They've fallen out. This is where you can envision self-doubt creeping in. Secondly, even though John Wolford will start instead of Bryce Perkins, I would say last week was the first time in a long time where I saw glimpses of the old Rams offense. The jet sweeps, the rollouts, which, by the way, Matthew Stafford hates to do, the play action passing. The problems Perkins faced last week was that it was his first NFL start on the road against a Super Bowl favorite, and I don't think he had neither the experience nor the mastery of the playbook nor the personnel to continually pass against the Chiefs. I'm not saying Wolford is a master of the playbook. I saw him stink up the joint in SoFi Stadium against the Cardinals, but that was still when the season was within grasp. They did also, by the way, put up a few touchdowns against the Cards. Number 3, you can run on Seattle. Last week, rookie Kyren Williams saw about 70% of the offensive snaps against the Chiefs. Like I said a few moments ago, there are jobs to be had with the LA Rams. And the Seahawks, again, terrible against the run. They are the 4th worst rush defense in the NFL. They allow more than 5 yards a carry. 4th, Jalen Ramsey will be on Seattle's DK Metcalf, and Ramsey has personal animus against the guy. Why? I don't know. But can you imagine a guy who is a top elite quarterback basically saying, I don't care what our record is, I got a problem with you, I'm going to stop you? I can see that. You could surely see Bobby Wagner, a longtime Seahawk, do likewise. He's kept his mouth shut this year, but he was unceremoniously cut by the Seahawks. Can you imagine a defense where their two remaining stars are locked in? Understand, if I had to place a wager on this game, I would thank God, trust me. I thank God I'm not a gambler, because at first glance, you take Seattle. But there's a reason that I wouldn't. This smells like a trap game for the Seahawks. It really does. If they don't bring their best to LA, Seattle has not only fallen out of first place in the NFC West, they've fallen out of the NFC playoff bracket completely. They are on the outside looking in. This game means that the Hawks are not only playing to try to stay relevant in the NFC West title picture, they're trying to make sure that they don't fall further behind in the playoff picture. Seattle has everything to lose. The Rams, the players, have something to gain. So the smart money is on Seattle, but if you're a Rams fan, I'd watch the game, because if you have a ground game and you can get it established and that doubt starts creeping in, could be a tough time for the visitors in SoFi. Something tells me an upset can be had. Now, if you enjoy talking football with me, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We talk about the Rams, the Chargers, UCLA, USC. We talk about them every single day here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. Faithful Angelenos is a Corte El Queso production. Take care.